Hey everybody, this is Ryan, playing Rare Replay on the Xbox One. Picked this title up last week after getting back from vacation. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. As someone who loves Rare's Nintendo games, Banjo Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country, stuff like that. I'm actually going to let this intro play because it's pretty fantastic in that it is... You'll see. It's actually, I don't know if fantastic's the word, it's more just pretty silly. Which, it's nice to see Microsoft letting Rare be... I know I don't want to be that guy who says, oh, they don't let Rare be Rare, right? I know they've been Rare. Rare's wanted to be... Rare's always been Rare. I think there was a recent interview where someone who's working on Ukulele was talking about why Rare isn't quite what Rare used to be, and it was because the founders left in 2007, shortly before Nuts and Bolts came out. I know I'm talking over this fantastic song, and you're all like, what are you doing, Ryan? This is amazing. Tap dance solo. So, look at all those games. Nailed it. Yeah, Rare Replay. So, I've been really enjoying this. This is probably, and this is going to be weird for me to say, this is probably the best collection type game that I've ever played. I mean, Nintendo's done it, Sony's done it. Sony was actually really doing well on the PlayStation 3 with their collections, and doing pretty well on the PS4 as well. We're getting that Uncharted collection, which I think is cool. The reason this is sweet is that it's $30, includes 30 games. We can just jump in here and I can quickly show you. So you're getting Rare's first game, called Jetpack. All the way through, you're getting a bunch of like really early, I think these are like Amiga and PC games and stuff. And then, you know, you get your Battletoads, an NES game. You get your Battletoads Arcade, Killer Instinct. Then you get into the N64 era when they were building a lot of Nintendo titles. Now, of course, this doesn't include any Nintendo titles. There's no Donkey Kong, and, you know, of course. There's no Star Fox. So you got Banjo Kazooie, you got Jetpack, Jet Force Gemini, which I've never played. I might actually be playing that. Perfect Dark, of course, and then goes all the way to the last Rare game that I would consider a Rare game, which is Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which I loved. Lots of great titles. Viva Pinata I've never played. I kind of skipped over the Xbox era of Rare. So one quick thing I'll note is that all of these games are on the disc except for 9 titles, including Banjo Kazooie, Perfect Dark, and Cameo. All the 360 titles, all the games that were released on 360 actually launch as a separate app. So if I launch, if I were to launch Perfect Dark, which I have not played yet in this title, it would launch a separate app, which is kind of neat. And but that means you're getting the quote unquote remastered edition of Perfect Dark that was put out on 360, which is pretty cool. I think that's a solid way to do it. Now, a thing they didn't do was they actually remade Conkers Bad Fur Day on Xbox, and they've only included the N64 version. We're going to jump into a couple games. But before we do that, I want to show you what makes this collection really neat. Now, you could just include all the games. 30 games for $30. Pretty good deal. Now, what they've done is they've added 2 things here. They have what's called snapshots. And these snapshots are just of the earlier titles. Basically, you can play little snippets of it. So we can go in here. Let's do one that I haven't beat yet here. What do we want to do? Battletoads. Why not? Oh, I'll show you. We're gonna do the. So this reminds me a lot of like NES Remix, where you can pick these snapshots and try to beat them. So this is a famous sequence in Battletoads. The bike sequence, which, as you can see, I haven't been able to beat yet, so we're going to try it out here. And then when we finish it, I'd laugh if I actually beat it because I'm recording. Now, that would be fantastic. So, again, like, I don't have to play through the whole game of these older Rare titles. I can just play these little snippets if I wanted to, which is very cool. Oh, how do I jump? No! Sorry, panicked there a bit. Okay. Oh, shit. I panicked. Alright. So, it's probably a bad game to talk. Okay, well, as you can see, I'm not very good at it. So, let's pretend that I did beat that. Oh, man. Nailed it. Battletoads. I did it. When you beat a snapshot, when you get an achievement, when you do certain milestones, I can actually show you the milestones here. So if I were to actually play through Battletoads, these milestones, they earn you stamps. So play the game for the first time, eat 50 flies over time, yada yada yada. That unlocks these stamps. Now these stamps is basically a punch card. So I've already made it pretty high up. I've gotten 78 stamps. And you're probably asking yourself, what, is it just to get like titles and unlock achievements? Sure, you're getting titles, you're getting achievements, but what those stamps actually do is my favorite part of this here collection, and that unlocks videos. You're unlocking parts of a 60-minute documentary done on Rare. And I probably shouldn't play any of these for you because they are the best part of this collection. So they offer like looks at what makes a Rare game, the faces behind the voices, and it's just really well produced. You're getting making of titles that you really enjoyed. Like there's one on Banjo Kazooie, Battletoads, making of Conkers Bad Fur Day, and it's really neat because it goes into detail about how they were made. The stuff that you just really care about because you love these games so much. One I have not unlocked yet, and I'll show you here. That's not that one. I'm just sort of doing this by the seat of my pants here. We're gonna play some games in a bit, folks. Just hold tight. So eventually, I'll unlock these videos that show concepts that never happened. Some of these are probably like GameCube games. Some of them are N64 games. This one happens to be Cameo 2. And the way you unlock them is on the left there. Collect more stamps and unlock rank 22. And these are all Rare employees that are talking about these games that were never released. It's really neat. I really appreciate the fact that they've gone above and beyond. Like Nintendo, when they release one of these collections, they usually just put out a disc with a bunch of emulated games and go from there. And that's not cool. Like that's just really, that's a cash-in. This isn't a cash-in. This is 30 titles on a disc. Now, Microsoft could have pulled a Nintendo and like tried to release all of these at the same time. Or sorry, all of them separately. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna what do we want to play here? You know what? Let's do some Conker. Yes, I want to play Conker. I am an adult. It is one of the only games that is a mature game, so I can sort of understand why they would have that notice up there. I've just been having a lot of fun with these games. Conkers Bad Fur Day was a game that I played when I was a kid. I was probably not old enough to play it, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. That ages me, but I really don't remember where I am. Oh yeah, I got stuck. So this being an N64 game, it's kind of framed in a 3x4. I don't know whether that's the original resolution, but a lot of these older games are framed like this. Now I believe the cutscenes in Jet Force Gemini are... Let's see if I can remember how to play here. The cutscenes in Jet Force Gemini are full screen, but the gameplay is 3x... no! Man, I'm terrible at this game. This is exactly where I got stuck last time I was playing. Hey, what was that? It's Conkers Bad Fur Day. Oh, what's this? Money! Which I can't get to, because it's behind It's behind a gate. And while you're playing these titles, it's the full title, and you can... I'm not going to sit here and try to traverse this. So you can actually just hold the plus button that brings up the menu, and you just jump right back to the Rare Replay segment. Now, as you'll notice, this is an N64 title, so there are no snapshots available for this game. Personally, what I've been doing a lot of is playing Banjo Kazooie. I'm 4 or 5 worlds through, so I'm really enjoying it. And I want to play through Perfect Dark again, and I never played Perfect Dark Zero. So I know it didn't get good reviews, but I am still looking forward to playing it. Blast Corps I never played. Oh man, there's so many good games. But like I said, I have been playing Banjo Kazooie, so this will show you what happens when you launch a 360 title. So when you launch a 360 title, basically it puts Rare Replay in the background and loads up Banjo Kazooie. Now, Banjo Kazooie, because it's a 360 title, it was re-released by 4J Studios. I actually played it when it came out on 360. And the cool thing about this is that it's actually showing off the first use of 360 backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. So on my Xbox 360, I turned it on, I copied my saves from Banjo Kazooie, as well as Nuts and Bolts, onto the cloud. And then when this game launches on my Xbox One, it actually checks the cloud for that save. And I'm able to actually play a game, a save file that I had from, I don't know, this came out in 2008 on Xbox Live. So I think that's pretty rad and shows how well they're doing with this backwards compatibility. I'm really excited, actually, and hopefully I sign in soon enough so I can actually play, because nobody wants to watch a loading screen. So technical difficulties aside, let's play some Banjo Kazooie. Now that we're past all that sign-in business. So as I was saying, it pulls your storage from the cloud in. So these are my 2 games that I started made years ago. But this is the new one I've been playing, and I'm pretty far. I think I beat Banjo Kazooie when it first came out. I remember playing an awful lot of it. So this is the 360 version of Banjo Kazooie, and it's pretty much operating pretty flawlessly in my mind. It uses all the 360 guide stuff, so you can actually, you don't really see it until you like pull up the achievements. So see, the achievements actually load up as if you were on your 360, which is pretty good. But I don't know how to open up the guide. That's been my only issue. So no, that's not what I want to do. It's also not what I want to do. Nope. That's what I want to do. So I forgot how to play for a second there. So what we're doing now is we're trying to find a world to explore. Right now, I'm just trying to remember where we're at. It'd be really nice if I could remember. Nope, that's not. But Banjo Kazooie, am I right? If we could get into a world, then I could at least kind of like show off a little bit. There we are. Let's go up here. Now, if Banjo Kazooie had a really good save, oh, here we are. We are going to find ourselves a level to play. We should be able to go in here, right? We got enough. Oh, we got tons of little notes. Banjo Kazooie. I love this game when it came out. I remember really enjoying it. All right, where are we here? This is I don't know what we're doing here. What's this thing? I cannot destroy it. Can I? No. Confirmed. Pooped eggs do nothing. There's always something behind, eh? It never fails. My belly's big. It's rather neat. It's years since I have seen my feet. I'm gonna guess this is quicksand. There's Gruntilda. No, I don't want to talk to you. Well, there's nothing here for us. We have to open that door. It's a good thing we have these magic boots, am I right? Yeah, this would have made more sense if I had actually just, like, done it, had it around a level that we actually knew we could get to. There's just a bunch of doors. Oh, okay. That counts. What's this over here? Well, this is a bad guy. You're dead. Okay. We're gonna jump in that here thingy. I should have just loaded into a level that I knew exists, so let's... I don't know. Oh. So we are heading in the right direction. Puzzle pieces. I don't know, I just really liked Banjo Kazooie. It's one of my favorite Rare games. It's one of my favorite Rare games that wasn't made by or wasn't sort of founded by Nintendo. But anyways, I'm gonna pop back out of here and we're gonna play an N64 game and probably call it. Alright. So why don't we just play something else here? So we showed off some nice Super NES snapshots. Look at all these games there are here. I've never actually played Viva Pinata. But anyways, that's Rare Replay. Lots of games, 30 games in total over the last 30 years that Rare had made. I'll be pretty honest with you, I didn't know anything about Rare before Battletoads. So all these games are brand new to me. I had no idea they were a thing. I knew Pro-Am was something that they had done, and I knew it as a game that existed. But I've just been really enjoying playing these games. I'm just gonna boot up Killer Instinct here really quickly. I never played a whole lot of it. And it is only Killer Instinct 1. I know there are other Killer Instinct games. Isn't there like a 2? I don't know who you play as. Obviously the skeleton, right? Look at this. Look at this. So, Saberworth. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just jamming buttons, man. He's good. Oh, don't. Yeah. Skeleton gonna kick your butt. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, crap. Oh, man. I remember playing Killer Instinct on the N64. I wonder why they didn't... So they obviously haven't put all of Rare's games in here. There was a Killer Instinct on N64. I remember that. Oh, you're mine, Saberwolf. Stop it. Oh, no. Found the block button. I beat him. We did it. We beat Saberwolf. I was basically just mashing buttons. I really don't know anything about Killer Instinct. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. This is terrible. Well, that's Killer Instinct. Again, I'm not very good at it, but hopefully you've enjoyed this look at Rare Replay. Some of my favorite titles in this game are going to be the Banjo Kazooie games. I'm a bit biased. I've never played Jet Force Gemini. I'm at least looking forward to giving it a shot. Perfect Dark, of course, classic. This is the updated one they put out on 360. Conkers Bad Fur Day. It's been forever since I've played it. Never played Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Never played Cameo. Perfect Dark Zero is just one of those, like, I don't know, maybe, I guess we'll play it. It's got terrible reviews. But I know Viva Pinata has been was a game that kept popping up, and I never played it. So again, just a whole bunch of value here, and they could easily have charged like $15 for a re-release of Viva Pinata on your Xbox Live Arcade, but it's $30 for 30 games, plus that sweet documentary that I mentioned. So if you have an Xbox One and you're at least interested in some of the Rare games, I think it's worth checking out. So I've been Ryan Murphy. Follow me on Twitter at rmurphy. Subscribe on YouTube. If you're interested in more video game talk, go to gamersinpodcast.com. Subscribe to the Gamers In, where Jocelyn and I talk about video games on a weekly basis, including this one, Rare Replay. We do talk a lot about a lot of different video games, so be sure to check that out. And finally, go to my website, ryanmurphy.ca, to learn about everything else I do. It's not just about video games. There's zombies. There's all kinds of fun stuff. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, let me know, and if you want to see more of it, let me know. I'm going to go back to Rare, so let's play some more Banjo Kazooie. Thanks for watching.